Yo, I'm so tired of people coming online saying black people have been shipped here from Africa through slavery, and especially when other races say it. The issue with people saying we're from Africa, it takes away accountability of the people that actually started the war and the fact that we already been on these lands. So check it. In the beginning of this new fourth world, we lost the war. And we all know it as World War I, which really means a war of different worlds. We are prisoners of war. We are not slaves. In the last world, we was at war with the Elohim. We lost and manifested at a low frequency into a new world. In this world, a branch of the Elohim called the elites. As I previously explained, they are the Israelites, minus the tribe of Judah. They started this war, and we are still in it right now. So we all know Christopher Columbus, so-called, founded the Americas, right? And notice it says his expeditions was first known as European contact with Caribbean, Central, and South America. Also note that the black people in these areas look more alike than quote-unquote Africans. But the thing is with this, Christopher Columbus was actually a ship. Remember, I always tell y'all words are spells, and they love telling us half-truths. What they are really saying is Christ Stopper Cumulus Limus. It is a spaceship, not a boat. These clouds are menacing looking multi-level clouds extending high into the sky in towers of plumes. As y'all can see, the tops extend far away from Earth, usually severe thunderstorms. To keep it simple, the top extends into another dimension, where you see it starts to flat out at. So imagine a cloud starting at the bottom of the toroidal field on the negative side of the energy, and the top where the anvil's at, where the plane of inertia is at. Now imagine that plane of inertia being a spaceship. This is how the spaceships work, through toroidal fields, the energy and frequencies, which also leads to magnetism. This is how they're able to move at the speed of light at any angle and not have to use any type of exhaust. So I want y'all to imagine a fleet of spaceships disguised as clouds invading the whole East Coast at one time. All the humans around this whole realm had no chance. But the fallen angels of man in a first generation that was mixed with the humans that's half gods and half human had a chance because we had superpowers. We were able to manipulate the elements, but we were outnumbered by the Elohim, who we also know as the Anunnaki and the Galactic Federation, which are the Greys, the Pleiadians, and Reptilians, and all the other creations they created by using the image of man, DNA, meaning their creations also had powers because of our genetics. That was the whole reason the war even started, because he was creating his own race of gods. So we're basically like flash drives to the whole universe of all existence. This is why in this world our DNA is locked up, so we can't use our powers. But at the same time, they can't really experiment on us because it is locked up. But they know they ever want to experiment even more. Or if other things come and interfere with them, and it may become unlocked, it's a way more of us than it was back in the day. And they don't know who's who. So they know if our DNA ever became unlocked again, they will have no chance at all to complete their initial task. So one word I always hear when I hear that line about us coming from Africa is the word reparations. The first definition is what we always assume, but check out the second one. The compensation for war damage paid by a defeated state. So for instance, look at all the black people in America doing all the hard labor, while everyone else is sitting there in the AC on computers getting paid 3 times more. And it's been going on since forever. So imagine the defeated state being the black people. We are paying for damages through the fraudulent debt system we call the Federal Reserve. Meanwhile, they are handing out our credit to everyone else at even lower rates when it's our credit. The credit they are using for all these other businesses is the leftover credit from the original humans and the angels from the previous 3 worlds. So basically, technically, we are the ones paying reparations because we are prisoners of war, because we are the lost state. So let's look up their example on here. As y'all can see, the Treaty of Versailles. So this treaty basically forced Germany to take the blame for World War I, all in order for it to seem like we won World War II. They only took a loss of territories, military forces, and quote-unquote reparation payments because it came here to the Americas to repopulate. About the last 120 years has been a psyop because that's when the New World started. Just in case y'all don't know, black people can't even be a citizen unless they sign a contract with the oppressors because we was here before them. Also, I told y'all, 60% of the people we see around here aren't even real, and they don't even know it because they are a part of the program and they are automatically considered a citizen. Why do you think in order to become a quote-unquote American, you have to hop in a citizenship and give them all your power? They coerce everyone to join their citizenships, which basically leads them to being Christ stoppers. Because the whole system is against the non-citizens, who are the black people in America, because we was already here. We are the Christ. And if the system is against us, it is the Antichrist. When you become a citizen, you are taking an oath to go against Christ. They place this system on top of our original system. That is why we're on the bottom and everything designed to keep us there as a collective. So I said all that to say this. Please stop keeping that lie alive by saying we came from Africa. Bro. Most of us never been to Africa. We don't even look like Africans. As I mentioned before, people in South, Central America, even the Caribbean, look more like us than Africans. I've shown y'all mad proof on who we really are for years and why the Matrix is designed the way it is. To invert our positive energy into negative energy to keep this whole thing running inside the black hole, which is the black hole sun, which is what we seen during the eclipse earlier this year. We all seen it. There's no denying what I'm saying. That is what caused the initial pole shift they be talking about in all these ancient books. And it's going to happen again and return to where it needs to be. So it's time to spread the truth and nothing but the truth. Anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.